Hey everyone, DW Squizzy here, and welcome back to Civ 3 World War II. This might be a bit of an awkward episode because I've already done everything in it. I'll just start these things off. Last time I recorded, I did not click record, and so it didn't actually record anything. These guys are all healed. Not a whole lot happened. I just kind of did some basic stuff, honestly. Nothing super exciting or different or anything like that. I finished the road to Kathmandu, did not get the one to Persia finished. We had a brief engagement with an Italian infantry. We did some decent stuff out here in the Mediterranean with a fleet. I'd gotten these guys back, and I'm going to change up how I do these things with them, because there are some Type 7s apparently still prowling around out here that waylaid us and destroyed 2 of these light cruisers, which I don't care that much about, but I want to save. I did move these guys out of the way of Gibraltar, hoping that it would prompt the Italians and Spaniards to try and send their fleet out. They did not. What happened was France started coming up through it, so I'm just going to keep these things sealed. I am going to end up waking those subs and sending them in, however, to start working on whatever Italians they can find. Okay, so for the moment... Oh yeah, and Brussels fell. Which doesn't spell great things for me. Yeah, I don't really have anything else for you to do. I guess it doesn't hurt to just use the observation thing, but it doesn't really help us either. Yeah, it's super kind of sad that I keep messing up like that. Now, what I learned, the reason I moved to Battleship here, is because what I learned last episode is he stationed a ton of fighters in Rotterdam, so I'm just going to focus all of my ship bombardments on Rotterdam. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Cool. I should be able to get my entire fleet of bombarding ships over here. But I may as well just have most of them park here, because he's got other targets for his bombers. Okay. Now you guys, everyone's fully healed up, right? Yeah, so we're going to wake everyone. 1939s come out here, light cruisers out here. Right, you people I moved back to Suez because they're a little more vulnerable. Not you. I got 4 special fortresses in there. Okay. Let's take 2 more steps. Most of us are probably going to stay here. I don't know exactly where all of his subs are, so I don't want to send everything out. So let's see. I think he has a couple right here. He has these stacks. I think he has some more back here, and I think he's got like 2 of them right here or something like that. We're going to find out. Right. Ah, 3. I'm going to try to clear these ones. You're injured, but hopefully you've got what it takes. Alright, I lost one of them somewhere last episode. I don't remember exactly what happened. But what I did do as well, for fun more than anything else, is I named the one that survived. Since they're both alive, I'm just going to name them both for fun. Is it spelled an E or an A? It's an A. Cool. The Germans can name destroyers, so why shouldn't I? Okay, and everyone else is just going to take this turn, stay here. We should be able... Whoa. Why? Out of order, why? Something I really got to watch out for. The way it orders some of these guys is really annoying. If that Italian follows the same path he did last time, he'll walk right into the... right into the fire. Yep, and they did take Guam. Alright, I didn't notice whenever Japan did that. I saw that they did it last time I recorded, though. Most of the other stuff was just, you know, expansion. Roads getting built. We connected up a handful of Canadian cities as well. And I went through and revamped what a bunch of people were working on. Made the discovery that hills are roaded faster than anything else. Alright, you guys stay here for now. I know there are subs out there, but I plan to have them spotted with my World War I destroyers, because there's a stack of them with the Arethusias. Okay, despite the fact that it's faster to go through one hill, it's not faster to go through two. We got all our guys moving on Thailand. I didn't actually launch an attack on Thailand or Kwajalein. I might be pronouncing that one wrong, too. A lot of the Southeast Asian names are pronounced differently than they're spelled, which can make it difficult. A lot of those islands share the same qualities, although a lot of them also don't. I also had a difference in what I decided I was going to do in Africa. I want to try to push into Ethiopia. I'm going to have to move some people around to do it. But since Italy's not really making any moves in northern Africa, I think I'm okay to do it. We're going to grab you now before you finish your journey. Okay. So let's wake up all of our battleships. If I were Germany and I saw this opportunity, I'd hit these things with everything I had. Sinking just one's a big deal. Because it takes forever to sink any more of them. Okay, so he does not have his guys in here yet. That's okay, I'll beat down the city itself. You never know. The French were pretty bold last time. They sent their guys pretty deep into territory. If they can get a tank up here, they can take this thing, maybe. If I soften it up for them. Probably not, but worth a shot. Okay, so where are my Southamptons? Actually, some of them are still healing. I'll give them one more turn because I'm not sure where their fighters are. I didn't bombard them until like the second or third turn that I was playing, so they could be anywhere. I should also probably move my swordfish here, capitalize before they get their fighters in the air over there. Okay. So I used those destroyers. This fleet's on the move. Not you. You. Let's just start this process. Oh. Well, I kind of sent him in the wrong location. I'm about to get another British infantry, but I don't have one at the moment. So I should hold on to him. I also should probably move my planes down there. No, it's only 4. It's not enough room to actually make a difference. If I were going to move them somewhere, I'd put them here. Yeah, for the moment, they'll stay put. I feel like I'm forgetting something else. Yeah, they're still... Right, the barracks, or the workers. Okay, so I've decided we're just going to change out all the workers. Especially because a lot of these places, I realized, can't even afford a worker. They only have 1 population. I'm going to let Normanton up there finish its. I have 1 city up here that still needs a road to it, so I need a free worker for it. But most of these places, it's just going to be too much time wasted for nothing. And police stations get the job done faster, so we're going to switch out barracks as well. Not wealth. Okay. A couple of these things... Yeah, many of these are okay with what they're working on. You are not. Yeah, might as well get as much as possible out of that thing. But a lot of these Australian cities, without some hefty investment, they're just not going to get anything done. This one I'm going to go ahead and hurry. I would like to at least establish that. Yeah, you're okay. You're in 5 turns. That's not that much for you. I think I'm okay with most of the stuff here in India. They build fast enough that they can continue working on what they want to. That won't be an issue. You guys are already working on more stuff. I'm going to switch out you from a marketplace to a worker and just hurry it up. Because I want a worker improving these squares. Temple, police station. That's a worker in 1 turn. That'll be okay. Also 1 turn. Well, no, that won't be okay because of the 1 population problem. And I'm fairly certain these are ones that I rushed pointlessly. Because I didn't notice the population. That's 2 turns. You're okay. Yeah, that's just going to take forever. Work on that. I got there's an offshore platform built here in Malta. Go ahead and build that first. Pretty much all of these are okay as well. Yeah, I don't see a reason not to. And same thing with a lot of these, not all of them though. Many of them have only 1 citizen, so they can't produce a worker even if they would want to. Your barracks in 5 turns, so I'm just going to leave that be. Get a police station going. Man, that harbor's expensive. Yeah, let's just get that done. Because why not? Okay, I think that's pretty much everything that I really need to change. Let's hurry a harbor over here as well. Okay. Man, I got quite a few British infantry here. You know what I should do? Would it be worth it? Well, okay, how many guys did he have in there? I think he had more than 3. And I have a transport here, right? Yeah. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna load up 3 of these guys. They're just gonna go kill a couple German infantry and then retreat. Hopefully they're gonna kill some German infantry. Only Marine units? Oh. Instead of saying that you need Blitz, I forget that they have 2 movement. That's a security division. Okay, I was wrong. He only had 2 in there. If I attack that guy, I doubt he's got anything under it, because those guys are weak as all get out. That will, however, force him to take a couple more, and I'm good killing any German infantry I can get my hands on. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. I did not go this far out this way. Yeah, I think the subs are further down, or they're on their way up. One of the 2. Either way, next turn, this thing is going out. And I'm going to split off like 4 destroyers in a couple of different groups. Maybe 5. And they'll go out and see what they can find. Okay. I also did establish the road with China. Turns out, they're already getting their supplies for tanks from other nations. So I don't have to worry about that. But it would be nice to just get Thailand out of the way. Besides, it's a couple more cities, so I'm going to hit them. Gotta do something. I'm not here to try and step on the Allies. I want to help them all out, but these neutral nations, I couldn't care less what happens to them. I'm more than willing to go through them if I have to. Or even if the opportunity presents itself. I don't know if we're going to see a ton of Italian fleet movement. If I assess the situation properly... I didn't move my subs, dang it. If I assessed the situation properly at the end of last episode... Well, I keep saying that. At the end of the last recording session. Then it looked to me like the French had prevailed over the Italians, at least at the end. I saw 1 wounded French battleship, and I think I destroyed the last of the Italian ships. Which meant they had nothing left. I'm assuming. I sent some subs up there, and they hadn't found anything Italian. I sunk a lot of their ships. I did not see any battleships, so I'm assuming those were lost in conflict with the French. I also didn't see any Spanish ships, so I'm assuming the French sunk those too. I really am not certain, but... That's rough. Good kill. They are bombing us. Ah, that's bad. Okay, well, the bombing runs failed at least. Who knows, maybe this will draw some fire from Brussels. Ha! And that happens every now and then. I should move my entire fleet along this coast and just keep harassing them. It'll keep some planes busy and we can shoot them down. Maybe I should load some fighters onto my, Ugh, that one hurt. I'd love to shoot down more of those. They've already gotten through the whole stack. Everyone's hurt now. Ha! Get wrecked. Ah, there's a sub. Now it's another lost Frenchie. I think the Belgians held out for like one more turn, but they might have lost on the first turn. I can't remember. What I do know is they eventually did lose. I think that stack right there is probably going to win. I don't know where those guys are going. Always nice to see. And imagine being Belgium in the middle of all this. It's running. Might be able to soften up some of those stacks. Actually give the French a chance to kill a couple more units. Really hoping they were going to kill one of these guys. These two have enough hit points. If they're allowed to regenerate, they're going to hold the city, and nothing can stop them. Okay. Alright, hospitals. While it says it lets them grow beyond 28, they cannot grow beyond a 12 with it. I tested it last episode, so anything with a 12 needs a hospital or above. Enigmatically, Delhi has 13. Yeah, this place has got a lot already. Not a research lab, build a hydro plant. Hydro plant's a big deal. If I can get one of those running, things will take off. The university. If I can get any courthouses built, those are super handy too. Right, we also finished the ironworks, which unfortunately now I have to wait for again. I guess that is the benefit of saving before every episode, which I do. I have a backup save now because I'm tired of losing stuff when I mess up or when the software does. This time I messed up. I don't know if I mentioned it specifically, but the only reason nothing recorded is because I actually forgot to just click the record button. Under most circumstances, it'd be tied to a hotkey, and I would check it as it happened. I just wasn't paying attention this time, because normally I check it here too. Because of this game's age and the resolution thingies that you run into, it's got a wonky resolution. Offshore platform. It basically means I have to record the entire screen instead of just the game, which is my usual prerogative. And that kind of causes some issues every now and then. like that, because I can't check if I'm actually recording at any point until I'm done. I wonder how much farther along I would be if I had done all of this turns ago, which I should have. I don't know why I put everyone on building workers right at the start. You need workers, right? So you have some places build them, but a lot of places aren't capable of them, and it takes quite a bit of time to build them. I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah, these places especially need some help. They're constantly mad about something. Police station. Okay. Now you, and you. Both of you just skip your turns because you don't have enough to do anything. Okay, still nothing. You actually move down here. Well, maybe. Hold on. That's another German infantry in there. Okay, let me check out Amsterdam, see what's in here. Also no fighters. Okay, so he's changed his tactics. Alright, well then we're gonna hit Antwerp. Well, dang. Fortunately, all of our Southamptons are okay now. Not that. Just see if we can't pummel this thing. That'll work. Probably should not have moved them all down. This could leave a couple of them exposed, actually. Yeah. I didn't think that one through. Okay, well... One hit point, please. Just one. Dang it. It's already a lead. It's not like I can make it any stronger. There we go. Okay, that's just an infantry. thing has a 14 defense. Let's give it a shot. Why not? There you go. Alright. This stack isn't going to move all the way back. They're going to park right here for this turn. Poor planning on my part. Okay, I don't think I can hit that thing. Because he has fighters in Bremen. I'm fairly certain, at least. I'm really not too curious to find out. Yeah. I had hoped. Okay, well, whatever. My swordfish aren't super useful anyway. I know France is going to choose to attack the weaker guys first, so I might as well make this simple for them. There we go. Okay, so what I'm gonna want to do is hit them with my light cruisers. These things only have 3 movement. That's enough to jump out, attack, and fall back. Now, I got myself into a real pickle last time, because on one of these, I accidentally hit the guy at the bottom of this stack with one of these light cruisers, and then he was just stuck out there, which wasn't great for anyone. I also lost a couple of them attacking subs, so I fully expect to again, no matter how stupid it is. We can launch a proper assault on what remains of their fleet afterwards. We might have a couple destroyers stranded out there. If that's the case, I'm okay with that. I'm going to try to take out as many of these as possible, because once we wipe out the entire Italian fleet, my destroyers can just, like, it doesn't matter what I have left, because he'll have nothing. If I have one ship, I still have naval superiority and dominance in the Mediterranean. But I'll also have a lot more than that, because I also have the Gibraltar fleet. And then I have a little bit of a plan to draw out what remains of his fleet. Okay. So yeah, you destroyers are just going to jump out here and kill whatever you can. And so 1, 2, 3, and then he's got like 2 or 3 right there, so hopefully we can get them all. No, I didn't lose any light cruisers, which is great and way different than what happened last time. I'm going to make up for it with lost destroyers, just watch. Typical. So far, this is actually going very well, though, in comparison with how it went last time, which was quite rough. I wonder if losing more hit points makes you gain more combat experience. Like, if you lose a lot of hit points, but you also win. Don't I have one left? This guy. Oh, come on. If I leave this thing alive, it's going to cause more trouble. Okay, I'm going to send out the Gibraltar. Despite how much I do not want to do it. Oh, wait, you can make it back. There we go. Okay. Yeah, getting the road established to Africa is going to take a while. Maybe if we tag team it, though, it'll go a little faster. So I'm going to send these two up there. Alright. Well, I have the Calypso. Oh, you're still injured. Never mind. Do I have any actual warships ready to move? I got a sub. You'll do. Yeah, this is one of the auto-produced Type 9s that he gets every now and then. And there goes my last sub. Well, you're softened up enough. If I have to choose, I'll take a 1939 over a submarine. Okay. So they didn't hit me here. It was the next area. The next stop, I believe. It was like right down here, where they actually managed to cut me off. So I'm going to wake up a handful of you guys. Okay, this should be enough to deal with pretty much whatever we need to. You all get in there, and now wait. We'll see what happens. Okay, I'm going to put you on working upwards, since I already have people working up from below. back to auto-moving. I need to grab my Gibraltar subs. I keep forgetting that. I need to do that. When I fought the Italians, they had a handful of destroyers, a few subs, one heavy cruiser, one light cruiser, and I think that was it. So unless they have something sitting in recovery somewhere, that's all I have to take out. Okay. Okay, I would want to send out a destroyer down here. If I do that, though, he's a dead man. Well, maybe he isn't. I don't want to risk it, because the only one I have is Malta. And I like the Malta. This thing is definitely in range of a sub. I'm not sure about the rest of his fleet, though. They all crowded in here, but they weren't able to get super far, so this might be beyond the reach of most of them, and it could serve to draw them all out. In case it isn't, I do have one more wounded guy here. This is beyond the range of a sub. Maybe not the rest, though. Yeah. If this doesn't draw everything out, well, we'll just be in a rough spot. I'll probably name this guy, too. I think if my destroyers reach elite level, then they kind of deserve to have names. Okay, and yeah, I didn't see anything more from Spain at all. So I don't think we really have to worry about them. I'm right, that guy's dead. Getting ready to move. Should probably move that flak out of here. There'll likely be more needed elsewhere. Okay, I don't think I'm really waiting on anything else. This fleet's just getting ever closer. When we got within range of this, it was injured, which tells me the Americans are attacking it and doing some hefty damage, which is always good to hear. You're building a police station right now. You gotta do that. Next turn, I'm gonna rush that thing. Because right now... No, it does have a turn off of it, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm just gonna rush it now. It's super expensive, but I would like it if Malta could start producing, actually. And with that, that'll get them well on the way. I might do the same thing for Gibraltar eventually. Malta can't produce much, but I think it should be able to... Well, maybe it can't put out destroyers. That might have been an error as well. It's money. I'll get plenty of it. Oh yeah, that was something else that I spotted last time. There's an encampment of some kind on that island. It looks like barbarians to me. I have never been out there, so I have no idea. That thing going out there just to draw some enemy fire for me? That's nice. French have quite a few ships in Algeria. Well, they did. They're all leaving Algeria now. Okay, kill both of those guys. Hey man, the Slovakian. Not in one turn. Oh, I can't see Brussels anymore. I didn't observe it properly. That's pretty awesome, though. Taking Antwerp from them again. They're going to take it right back, but it's going to exhaust them a bit. I did not get that done last turn. But I wasn't hitting them with strategic... They're already here, and they're attacking my destroyers. So that thing must have just been waiting in the darkness. Well, maybe I can kill that guy, too. Oh, if he puts an infantry in there, I might be able to get... Well... It's got a bunch of wounded tanks inside. Oh, get wrecked. You deserve it. Oh, man, that's a lot. Well... Well done. I'm pretty sure that tank killed that guy last time. Well, some things aren't going so good, but a lot of things are going pretty well. Offshore platform, I suppose. That really is a lot of work for not much payoff. Get a coal plant. Oh, we don't even have a police station yet. Build one of those. Okay, so... Yeah, I was wrong. This place really can't build much of anything. So that was a waste of money. I thought it could, if you connected it properly. Well, not connected. I thought it could at least build destroyers, but apparently not. Oh well. Start building Blackburns. I need real planes. Disease struck the city, and yet it got even larger. Yeah, so the road to Kathmandu should be finished now. You build an aqueduct. You too. Okay. So I'm going to use my battleships to hit their two biggest ones. Smack this thing. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of damage. Way more than it should have been. The odds of anything below battlecruiser fending off a battleship attack is not very high. That was uncomfortably close. This thing's got a 16 defense to a 60 attack, so we should be able to just bury it. But stranger things have happened. Okay. So I have a full health. I have a couple of high hit point, high-ish hit point cruisers. Oh, the Malta's full health too. Okay, so we have 2 there. Ooh, man. I'm gonna have to be kind of tricky about this. Okay, let me see something. They have one of their destroyers holding this, and it's an elite with this thing. Ooh, there's a sub on that. Okay, so we're gonna have to destroy that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. As long as no one is left out here, those guys can't actually kill anything. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's a stack of them. That might put us in some trouble. I think I have a plan, though. Okay, so I still have the Cumberland. Okay, Malta can sink this guy. And then fall back. So this practically eliminates the threat that those submarines pose for the moment. You are going to stay down here as bait to continue drawing them out. Yeah, I know it's terrible, but you do what you gotta do. Full health now, so go up and kill this thing. Calypso, you're a waste of space. Even now, even destroyed, you're a waste of space. 1939 destroyer can do what you can't. Okay, there's the other one. Realistically, they shouldn't have really known where we were at all. Okay. That should hopefully establish a safe route for the Arethusias to get back. No, don't you fortify there, actually. Okay, this entire pile of everyone, get back inside. We dealt them a little damage, but we're not going to be able to do much. You can stay there. You can stay. Everyone else get behind these walls. Quick to transport it as well. Okay, everyone's just gonna have to take a moment to rest while I try to figure out what to do next. Because a couple of them got hit. And I kind of want his guys to move in to those cities, and they won't as long as my ships are bombarding them. Oh, don't fortify those. I'm also going to wake them up, moving back here, just to stay out of range of the Stukas, because they'll start one-shotting them. Okay, let's try to hit him with the Blenheims. Can't do much anyway. I think China's just about out of units as well. They haven't thrown anything else at Canton in a while. Okay, I would kind of like to build a road like here. I don't think I'm going to. Yeah, this spot over here can use a lot of work. All of you just go there. Oh, I still have a full health one. You. You can at least take out one of these, hopefully. They are veterans, they have decent hit points on them. Sick. I'm naming this one Suez. Whoa. Okay. Oh yeah, and one of you, which can attack and then retreat. Eight movement on that. Never mind. Don't do that, actually. So what... The situation in the Mediterranean is also a little tricky. The Italians are holding that one little spot between the tip of the Italian boot and the edge of Algeria. There's a one block of water that you have to pass through if you want to go from the Spanish side to the Italian side. Or I guess I'd say from the Spanish side to the Egyptian side. And because it is a one block pass-through area, the computer prioritizes it. Which means if France has any ships left and that's open or takeable, they will take it and then hold it, which will prevent us from passing through. It's why I don't want to make it too easy to take, because if they only have one ship left, then maybe they'll hit it and not clear it, which will let me do that next turn. Now, to preserve my heavy cruiser, because I've lost too many as it is, I'm going to move both of these guys onto it, because I don't think those subs are going to kill them. Oh, I have artillery under these things. I forgot about that. Hey, we pushed them back a square. We can hit them in one turn if we need to now. I'm not going to worry about trying to take either of these until we've kicked them out of Ethiopia. Once we have, that is where most of my military efforts will go. Okay, is that everything I'm gonna do then? I think it probably is. I still have a cavalry. Alright, well, yeah, let's go next turn. Basically, where we are now, the Italian and German fleets have both been utterly and completely decimated. Even if they start building again, it won't be that much. I am worried about the German U-boats. They're going to continue to be a handful, and those things get auto-produced, so they'll have plenty of them. The Italians I don't really see building much of anything in the way of a fleet. They'll probably build a bunch of infantry, but I'm not afraid of Italian infantry. And I don't think they're going to pump almost any money into Egypt or Ethiopia. French are eventually going to lose those things if they don't use them properly. Well, eventually the Germans are going to seize the entirety of France. And then they're either going to run away to Algeria or they're going to get sunk on their way out. Stupid French. Part of me wants to turn off the Allied animations, but since they're at war in Europe, I want to keep an eye on how things go there. Sometimes I just wish the computer would stack move, though. If I didn't know what convenience was, I wouldn't stack move. At least I know no Italian, German, or Japanese invasion forces are going to try to take these 3 African cities from me, though. Not with this many ships just moving around. The issue is, if these guys are going to fight the Italians, I'm going to be watching them move for a very long time. Because they're going to go all the way around the Horn of Africa. That's going to take forever. That's gutsy. Guess the French don't really have any other choices, though. Yeah, especially if they have more tanks at their disposal. You gotta get another move? Dang it. Hoping to see him finish that guy. Well, their ships can draw German fire. And I can keep softening up cities as they take them. Hopefully. We could definitely... Oh, come on. We could definitely extend how long it takes the Germans to break through. They're gonna get Brussels sooner or later. That hurts. Yeah, they took out that other tank. There's only one left now, and he's going down. Ah! That's good to see. I don't think he rebuilt 87s. At least I hope not. Which means every one of them that gets killed's a big deal. There goes the other tank. Looks like most of his men are stationed in Cologne. Subject to the full force of his air force. Oh, there. One of the French heavy cruisers is just gone now. They took it out. These are French-Belgian units, though. They must have been healing up under the massive elites. If they can hold the line, they'll heal up as well. See, Belgium doesn't make a ton of money, but because of the difficulty that they're on, just like everyone else, they can produce things really quickly. There you go. He's probably getting hit by a tank now. There it goes. Alright, Belgium's out of the game, at least in Europe. They still have their guys down in Africa, but for all intents and purposes, the Axis have defeated them. The Axis. Germany's defeated them. Oh. Hey, if I could kill that, that'd be pretty handy. It's hard to get even 1 point of damage on... Oh, man. Yeah, you're not making any headway on that stack. And you got destroyed. At least China's building those things, though. I never thought they'd be building tanks. Wow. Building a lot of them. If they can take Canton, that's huge right there. Oh! That's new. Art, what? Excuse me? Man, I can't even... Yeah, you can't counter-offer on something like this. You know what? No. Yeah, I figured you probably would. I'm not going to be the one that suffers the brunt of your fury. I'm not anywhere near you. Stupid Russians. They're going to come for us out here. Yeah, I got a courthouse. You don't even have a harbor yet, so build that. Not a hospital. Force of habit. Yeah, get us a university. There we go. Get an offshore platform running. That place has like 0 corruption. Doesn't even have to worry about that. Manufacturing. We can get these major upgrades done, we'll be in business. Actually, you build a hospital. It's nice to see them actually building stuff. Okay, so this just got a little more complicated. That's a problem. I think this means the Italians have defeated the French. Which means I'm going to need my battleships actually ready to fight. Hopefully I can take out the rest of his subs, though. I do have a wounded destroyer. Okay, they have nothing holding this spot. Okay, let's get this stacked with whatever we can first. The French may have some units still alive, just in hiding. Yeah, you just need to heal. You guys can attack them. I'm gonna take the same amount to rest anyway. Okay, well, okay, he got fighters in fast. Well, I know I can hit them. The Italians aren't a big threat. The fact that they're here at all is a little concerning. China can keep up these tank attacks, they might be able to take this thing. I'd like to help them however I can with that. Go ahead and hurry another one. Okay, I got some new units in India. Another British India infantry and Gurkha. I'm going to put them both up near the mountain at the top, because Russia's probably going to send some people down, and we're going to have to be ready to fight them off. Now, whatever they send, it's in the mountains, so it can't be wheeled, because there's no roads. So they'll only be able to send infantry, and Russian infantry are about the weakest there is. They're not as bad as Thai infantry or Persian infantry, but they're pretty bad, so we shouldn't be in too much trouble. Especially because we can move across mountains pretty well, and we have a lot of hit points, and they just don't. This, though, is this is the only Russian front that there is. And if they step into any of these things, then Persia's going to go to war with them, and actually they might curb stomp Persia, and then that'd put us on some big fronts with them. That'd be really bad. Ooh, boy. They won't go to war with Communist China for us, but they might go to war with Communist China to get to us. Oh man, this might get pretty complicated pretty fast. I would love it if they went to war with the Axis. Make my life a lot easier. Not where I wanted. I guess it doesn't make a difference. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can... That battleship can hit this guy, so I'm going to move him here. Because I still don't know if he's out of subs and destroyers. I'm pretty sure he's out of destroyers. He may not be out of subs, I'm not sure. Okay, but he shouldn't be able to see them, so they can hold that spot now. And you guys can get in here. Alright, World War I destroyers, not super useful, but I'll take whatever I can get. Same thing with the Arethusias. They kind of suck, too. Even if Russia does make good on their threats and they do attack me, they're going to have to go over the mountains, which is going to take them forever to even get any units over there. Okay, I really hope this battleship doesn't just turn around and attack this stack. Because for some reason, I think the computer runs into a bug, where as long as it's got movement and it can't see the subs, it can keep attacking even though its unit doesn't have blitz. Which I'm not allowed to do. I just want to be clear on that. That is not a rule of the game. Regular units cannot do that. But I believe the computer does do that. Well, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you, both of you, three of these, and you. And we're going to go see about this thing. If he's still here, then by my calculations, we should be able to get onto this spot, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, that'll take all of our movement. Unless he gets on that spot somehow. I guess the light cruisers might still be able to jump out and bombard him. Everyone might, if he's here. That'll give us a handful of bombardments. We'll hit him with everything we've got. If I can get him low enough, I might feel gutsy enough to attack him directly. That's only assuming he attacks these subs. I'm at least going to get to the other side of this turn before I end this episode. I better have recorded this time. Okay, so the Americans are bombing it, which is good news for me. I'm just hoping they don't take it before I do. Although, it doesn't matter if they do. It's not like it's a helpful city, and since we're on the same team, all of our points pool together. Does he have this many units inside, or are their guys just... Are their planes that bad that only, like, one of them is hurting him each time? I hope it's the latter. Ooh, hello. Yeah, pound those Italians into the dirt. Show them why they should stay in their own portion of Europe. Yeah, if I'm the German player, I never give a rite of passage to anyone if I can help it. In fact, I do my best to lock them up. If you're fortunate, Britain kicks Italy out of Africa. I even once had the Yugoslavians take Tirana from the Italians because they're that useless. And if you're Germany, that's really nice for you because then you don't have anything in your way. I would like it if there was sort of like a locked alliance of 40, 50 turns, and at the end of that time, if you were Germany, you could now go to war with any of the Axis powers. The locked alliance wasn't permanent. But at the same time, I also don't, because I get it, it is the actual Axis powers. Maybe not 40 turns or something, but like, what if it was 100 or 200 turns, and at the end of that time, then you could go to war. I don't know. I'm also curious about how this game ends. I've never actually seen one of these things end properly. So, I know conquest victory is a possibility, but I'm pretty sure that means complete control of every nation, which is practically impossible if domination, which is the other victory condition that I think was checked, is also possible. I believe domination has to do with both landmass and population. And I believe it's practically impossible to get the amount that you need to win unless you go through Russia as well. Axis or allies, if you take everything else and Russia's still alive, I don't think it works. So, you basically have to defeat... If you're Russia, you have to take out the Axis and the allies. If you're not Russia, you have to take out whichever one you're not, the Axis or the allies, and then Russia. Or the USSR, I guess. Like, there's no version where you can just avoid going to war with one of them, or actually fighting. In order to actually win the game, aside from victory points, which is the cheapest way of winning, you have to fight all of them. That is rough. France is just getting the tar kicked out of them. It looks like the Germans are doing the smart thing and just going around the Maginot Line. They're not going to be smart about how they attack it in the long run, but I think for the time being, they're probably not throwing units at it blindly. Ah, good work. Enjoy that victory. You're not going to get many of those. That was a weaker panzer, so that's a little different. Nice. Yeah, the French actually holding their own. You know, as bad as the Chinese infantry are, believe it or not, the communist Chinese infantry are even worse. How can you see me? Oh, he does have more. Nope, it's not gonna let him. Oh no. Okay, so I need to change everything that we're doing. I can try to take out those subs. Oh. Well, I'll kill him. Here they come. What are the Soviets doing? Oh. Are you kidding me? You jerks. I hate those planes. They're terrible. But they can destroy improvements, at least. At least they probably can. But frankly, it's hard to know. They are that bad of planes that they may very well miss every time they try to bomb that. But I'd still rather they didn't. Okay, build a marketplace. We need to get marketplaces built. Yeah, they destroyed it. Okay, so I'm just going to have to take that guy and move him. Anything else will be pointless. Bombing us. What jerks. Not university, cathedral. Okay, well they haven't made any efforts to take this. I'm gonna go with the hospital. They seem to be kept busy enough. Okay, I'm not really here to do anything else. But, yeah, you just stop. I'm just gonna move you. I'm gonna make sure I wake up him. The subs are all gonna meet up here. You guys are redirecting. You're coming right back. Okay, so his battleships are still alive. Does not bode well for me. Okay, so he doesn't have anything in Antwerp or Brussels yet. That was more of just a let's find out kind of deal. I'm not actually playing this one out yet, so I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, you basically already have that built. So once Cardiff finishes its offshore platform, I'm going to have it build a hydro plant, then a manufacturing. It'll quickly run through anything else it needs, because it won't take too much. Once that's done, I'm probably going to put it on building King George V's. Not that. King George V, well those aren't there. 80 and 60, it's not great, but it's better than my current battleships. And I'm going to need them, because everyone else is going to be building stronger things, and I can't build Lion classes, which are my better battleships yet. There was something else I wanted to see. Right. Victory conditions. So domination, 66% of the world's land surface within your borders, as well as the population within your cities. So you need both. And as you can see, Alliance 1 is all of us. So we all clump together. Alliance 2 is the Axis. Alliance 3, for some reason, is its own alliance. I'm not sure why, but Russia gets its own thing, even though it is just Russia. Alliance 4 is Communist China. The only reason they have their own alliance is because they are locked against the Axis, I think. Pretty sure that's the only reason they have their own. Everyone else is their own deal. Not that it matters. Portugal's actually got... They're pretty sizable, surprisingly. Norway's got a little bit. But pretty much no one has a chance. Well, Brazil's huge, but that's only because of the actual size of their nation itself. We are the largest by far. It says we are in power as well, but I'm not so sure about that. Culture, definitely. In power, we can be... I think the only reason it thinks that is because of a combination of, like, fortresses, fixed coastal defenses, stuff like that. And it's because the Axis are so small. Right, they just have 4 relatively small locations, basically, in which all of their units are. And so, but their units are really strong, so the way it calculates power isn't very accurate. Because they're just going to keep expanding until I can get strong enough to actually hit them back. Alright, well, that's going to do it for this one. One more thing, just so I don't forget. 5 defense, definitely do it. Okay. Well, that's going to do it for this one then. So, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.